What's going on, everybody? I appreciate all of you hanging out, waiting on the stream to start this. Catching replay, though. Hit that thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on all notifications to these live chats, which are kind of few and far between right now. You better take part in the chat because, I mean, it's more fun to be able to chat, right? So, had a little time to spare today. Been waiting on this Ralph Lauren PR package to come in. Got the new release, came in before I left for Louisiana from Ormonde Jayne Vetiveria. Really, we've talked about this one a couple weeks ago. I told you guys they were sending it to me. They reached out. Really excited about this one. Polo Red Racing Edition. I mean, whatever. Sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit. Who knows? We'll see. I expect to smell like Polo Red. Whoop. Big whoop, right? This could be the main event. A new fresh vetiver. The notes look amazing. I'm really excited about this one. I've been on the fresh green vetiver kick for a couple of years now. So I'm really excited about that. So we're going to bust that open. Again, both the PR packages, but my God, if you don't understand by now, sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit, and it falls in between. I tell you why it falls in between. Stop watching my fucking channel. It's that cut and dry. Like, if you still don't believe me at this point, why the fuck are you watching? Invictus Aqua is what we're going with today. Kind of kept it to the side, so I know I was going to want to wear it at some point this upcoming week. Yes, I did see Eye Fragrance put out a thing on the new one, and if you read the first paragraph, it's because I did read it already. Just wanted to make sure they just made the bottle more uniform to the new concave style bottle. It says formula did not change. Very clear. I do have, and literally right before we went live, I saw the email from Raban. I ordered Victory Absolute. So I have that heading this way at some point. I did order that from Raban. I keep wanting to say Paco Rabanne. I have that coming from Raban, the newest Invictus fragrance. So we'll check that out. Hopefully, today's Tuesday. I would say maybe Monday. Maybe we'll be able to check that out Monday. That'll probably be a first impressions recorded video instead of a live stream because I got a busy week. So Saturday, I just did cardio. Didn't train because I left immediately. Like, I didn't even go to the rehearsal because the rehearsal was 11 in the morning. Went to the rehearsal dinner. We had the wedding, all the festivities. Sunday, woke up, drove home, was in the gym for 3:30 yesterday afternoon. You know, that's how serious and crucial of a point it is right now. I'm 11 days out. So I'm not taking, since I took back-to-back days off, not taking Wednesday off. So I got legs tomorrow. Then, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, then Sunday. Instead of having a day off, it's kind of a day off, but I still have to walk around the track for 20 minutes instead of my usual cardio in the morning. And we have a posing hour set up for Sunday. So I got posing to work on. Again, we do that every other Sunday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I'm sure some upper body, and then a full body day Wednesday. And then Thursday, my ass is driving to Birmingham, Alabama, because Friday I got check-ins to get ready for my show for next weekend in Birmingham, Alabama. So busy. We are at the busy stretch. Peak week is in just a few days. I know not everybody cares. That's what's going on with me. That's why I'm so damn busy. Bodybuilding's round the clock when you're serious about it. And when it's crunch time to get on stage, it's really round the clock. So we got that going on. So we got 82 people in the first 4 minutes. I appreciate you guys. If you don't mind, hit that thumbs up. But yeah, this is, got off subject, but this is a classic. It was nice to wear. I just wanted to wear something fresh, enjoyable, just smells good. Dumb reach for warmer weather kind of stuff, as far as energy drink. We got C4 Strawberry Blast here today. Caffeine junkie in full effect right now. We're starting to dry out, eating asparagus with almost every meal. Natural diuretic, for those who didn't know. Going to be cutting the sweeteners out Sunday or Monday. So I got a few more days. My artificial sweeteners, my energy drinks, and my Diet Dr. Peppers. That's around the corner. That's the fun part of peak week. So enough of all of that good stuff. I appreciate you guys being here. I don't know if we'll be live again this week. This is probably going to be it, and I don't think we're going to have anything next week. But just like last year, the day after I get back, we'll go live, talk about the results, and just catch up with our win, second place, third place, whatever happens. We'll jump on and talk about it. So let's get caught up in the chat. For those of you that haven't seen Weekly Rotation, I feel like it was a good watch. We included Sunday because it was, I didn't want to have to, talk about the wedding for 2 weekly rotations in a row. So we went ahead and covered Sunday to Sunday this week. So it was a little bit longer, especially with tangents and stories and photos and videos and clips from stuff from the weekend. So Chopard's 1000 Miglia, never tried, but I have heard of it. Good to see you, sir. Always a pleasure. Manny, we're in French Avenue Arche. That's an amazing fragrance. That one of the few clones that I think warrants not even bothering with the original, because the original is hard to find anyway. Platine Privé. Cruz del Sur 2. I have one of their mini bottles. Good to see you. Dan, not the man. Hope you had a great weekend. I did. Hawas Fire, great choice. Hope you had a great weekend as well. Match Point Cologne, good stuff. I have tried a decant of that. I got the EDP as far as bottles. Good to see you, sir. Polo Blue Parfum, the best of the bunch, in my opinion. Yeah, great fragrance. I agree. Mr. West, good to see you, sir. Kamala Dukan, definitely enjoy that one myself. Joel, good to see you, sir. Be at the gym. I understand. Room 1015. Wave Child, have a good live stream. Don't forget to hit that like button. Appreciate you, sir. Stash EDP, I have not tried. Cody's got YO Fresh. One of the regulars at one of my gyms today, I was waiting on him to free up from the pin-loaded chest press machine because I like to get a really good stretch on that one in particular. It's really good tension on it. I like to, slow negative, pause for 2 seconds, a good squeeze, pause at that. Like really, my sets are like really slow, and then I do a drop set on that one. It's my last press every time I have a chest day. So that specific piece of equipment, one of the dudes that's always there, he was wearing YEDP. How do I know? Because you can't mistake YEDP. When I put my bag down next to him, I got punched in the face with YEDP. I didn't say nothing to him. We both earbuds in our own little world, don't need to say nothing, but we understand what's going on kind of thing that happens around the gym. Let me know you had one set left. All good. To play on my phone. But he was wearing YEDP. Smelled good. Speaking of Y, I smelled YEDP randomly at the gym today. Zerjoff Mephisto, my favorite. I'm assuming it was speak to text because it's an F, not a PH. It's fat in the traditional sense, not pH fat. That makes sense. I'm old. That's an old guy reference. Younger fellows won't get that. So Haroff Signature Seraphine Blue, which I did wear yesterday for travel. I tend to bring that on trips a lot. Good to see you, Marcus. Argos Neptune's Trident. That link for those Travis Scotts, it still says soon. Of course, I didn't hit on the sneakers app for the white cement. Seems like barely anybody did. Did you? I sure as shit didn't. While I was gone, the Mellow 12s came in. Prime 96, LeBron 21s finally came in. I ordered those like 3 weeks ago. Seems like Rare Air 3s. I was going to do the video before I left over the weekend. I just did not have time Saturday morning. So I'm going to do that video tomorrow. I didn't have time this morning either. Our internet was down till 3 o'clock. This almost didn't happen this stream because I got construction by the road and they knocked out the internet. Yay. But the Rare Air 3s, got them right here. And that video is going to be tomorrow on the Kicks channel. But good to see you, Marcus. Good to see you, sir. I did. We had a great time. We got 2 in the chat wearing Arche. Great choices. 2010 tomorrow. A lot of people got 2010 today. My bottle of Bazan came over the weekend as well. I haven't even opened it. I saw several people got their bottle of Bazan today. Some people got their 2010 today. I haven't opened it. Had somebody comment a little while ago that there must be some kind of architect or something that designs these plates for George. No. George Zaharoff designs everything. That's George's forte. That is his specialty, is the design work. He is a true artistic designer at his core. George designs all of his packaging, all of his plates. Everything comes from the mind of George Zaharoff, in case you weren't aware. Messing me up without any notifications. Unfortunate. I'm glad you were able to, get a hold of us, though. Spice Bomb Night Vision EDP, great fragrance. What's going on, my guy? Suit was on point. I was sharp dressed man in full effect, that's for sure. Free Shape Milano 1111, a little jealous. I missed out on that one when we were talking about that in a live a while back. I didn't get a hold of it. I also got a fragrance buy haul with the new light blue flanker because I needed to buy the Elysium O Intense for the giveaway winner. Giveaways are going out tomorrow, as we discussed, now that I'm back. But that one in particular is going to come in with a haul. So the one person that won the Raj Parfums fragrance is going to be last to get his, unfortunately, because it's coming in with other fragrances that I bought. But Got a little fragrance haul coming for that as well. So I would assume that got a tracking number today. I bought those yesterday when I got home. So I would assume maybe this weekend that'll show up. So maybe Saturday I'll be able to send that out to that person. Fingers crossed, hopefully. Good to see you, sir. Kenneth, always a pleasure. Perseus, beautiful fragrance. I'm Wise Search, have not tried. Heard good things, though. Safari Extreme by ASQ. I'm not familiar. Salute right back to you. Devin, good to see you, sir. Triumph Elixir, good choice. Light Blue Italian Love, my personal favorite besides the O Intense. Ordering Bazan, but I want to know what you think. Is it more fruity or more floral? I don't know. I haven't sprayed it. It's going to be more feminine. How about that? Do you like feminine fragrances? If the answer is no, don't order it. Because, yeah, it's a very feminine. It's a reimagining of the women's from the 90s, the women's fragrance from the 90s. So it's a feminine fruity floral. It's very floral. It's more floral than fruity, I guess would be the best way to answer your question. I haven't smelled it in a while. I haven't smelled the production bottle because I haven't opened it yet, but I can tell you it's a reimagining of the original Zaharoff Parfum from the 90s. That's why there's so many florals in it. It is a flower fragrance, for sure. Graham, good to see you, sir. Chanel Laurent Sport Edition Blanche. Hope you're doing well. I am. I hope you're doing well also. Al Crompton, haven't seen this name in a while. Congrats to your brother. Yeah, it was a beautiful wedding. It really was. Hawass, great choice. It was a beautiful wedding. It really was. We had a great time. The second line was a nice surprise. I didn't know we were doing that till we were doing it. Till we were out there with the band going around the block. You know, we went like 3 blocks down or something like that. It was a good stretch that we did the second line. But it was fun. Everybody had a good time, especially those that traveled from all over that don't know about the New Orleans culture with second line and doing the second line and everything. They loved it, and they're like, what is this? Is this like normal? What are we doing? Like, we were getting asked questions like this from the out-of-staters that are not from the area, you know? It was hilarious. So, Green Irish Tweed, great choice. Good to see you, sir. Delmar from day 3. Kara with K. Savage EDT. Leg is healing well. Will be off crutches by June 4th. Starting physical therapy to walk again. Also turning 30 on Thursday. Well, happy early birthday. That's in 2 more days. Tomorrow is Heidi's birthday. So she'll be celebrating a birthday right about the same time as you. So glad to hear that things are getting better with your leg. I know you haven't been able to pop in much, but it's glad to hear you making some progress. Thanks for coming to spend a little time with us and give us an update. You can't go wrong there. Good job, Quez. Hey, man, that's a good one. That is a good one. What's up, Josh? Orientica Royal Collection Noble. Never tried it. Great to see you and everyone today. Great to see you, sir. Dark MK7. Virgin Island Water. And then Armaf's Ombre Oud Intense. I'm not familiar with this one. Saffron, Mandarin, Passion Fruit. Goodness, that does sound good. Spice. I'm assuming some kind of synthetic oud with Armaf. Is that kind of like a twist on Oud Maracuja? Mm-hmm. That's what it sounds like it could be. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Let me know. ATH Aura 2025, and one of Aaron's newest releases. Mind Games Vary. Yeah, beautiful green, too. A lot of citrus, but a lot of green, too. Really, really good stuff. Yeah, it's like $90, and then it's not going anywhere because they're putting it in the new bottle. So anybody that's been wanting to get the original Invictus Aqua, looks like it's a regular in the collection moving forward. So about time. They should have never got rid of it. But happy accident. I'm glad they did because we got the 2018 out the deal, even though it was short-lived for a few years because I got a couple of bottles out of it. That's one of my all-time favorites. It's my used to be my number 1 favorite fragrance for years. It's my number 2. You know, I love me some Aqua 2018. So I'm glad it shook out the way it did. But for those of you that want the original, which is it's the same formula, it smells the same. I've done a side-by-side. It's staying in the collection. French Avenue Aether, nice and green. Good to see you, Ryan. Assad Zanzibar, great choice. Donald, good to see you, sir. Fragrance Dubois, New York Intense. Fancy. Make sure y'all show some love and like up the stream. I appreciate that, Grim. Thanks, sir. Got 140 in the chat. Appreciate you guys. We're 15 minutes in. By the 20-minute mark, we'll dive into the first one. I guess we'll get the Polo fragrance out the way and save the main event for the main event. The Ormonde Jayne, I think, would be the main event. Good to see you, sir. Had a good live yesterday. Work is good. Just busy a lot more. I'll be doing my own side hustle now. Strapoise layered with lemon dolce. Happy Chapard. I haven't worn that in a while. Fresh cut lemons. So bright and fresh. Great choices, man. Upper body looks great, man. I appreciate that. The legs are much improved from last year, too. Lost some fullness, obviously, being flat and dieting down and everything, and all the cardio, you lose some fullness. Quad sweep's not as strong as it was, 2 months ago. But I appreciate that. Thank you, man. Joe Malone, Cypress, and Grapevine. Started to get humid here in Philly. How did your diet go, I'm assuming, during the... Oh, yep. No issues whatsoever. I bring an ice chest of food with me everywhere I go, man, and a hot plate skillet. And had access to a microwave. And then for the reception, they made, and I mean, it was cooked to perfection. Chicken breast on the bone. The skin was crisp on a bed of plain white rice. I had posted it in my stories for those that follow me on Instagram, either profile, because I shared it on both. I literally said, you know how I know my brother loves me? It was hilarious. Actually, let me play that for you. I'll show you my meal real quick before we dive into it. Whoops. Let's do that real quick. I appreciate the super chat, by the way. What is happening? Can you hear me? Because it looks like it's loading randomly. What happened? Okay, we're back. Had to stall it, like everything kind of just like, and it popped up. We're having trouble with connectivity. That was weird. So I don't know if y'all could hear me the whole time, but we're back. Let's all right, back to what I was doing. Fitness IG page. Let's go to I made a folder for it for Dylan's wedding. And it's still, we're having a little trouble here. Shimon. There we go. Yep. 5% body fat, for those that didn't know. Boy, that's really pissed some people off that I post the updates in my community post. This really, I hope, like for those of you that saw the weekly rotation, I said today, I hope it keeps motherfuckers up at night because it bothers people that I post what the fuck I want on my motherfucking page. Oh my God. Just, it's people weeding themselves out that they don't actually give a shit about me. Just quick people to block. Fuck them. Ride a dick off into the sunset. Me and the wife. Second line. Where is it at? Oh, here we go. Brother loves me. Okay, let me do that over. So. You want to know how I know my brother loves me? Chicken breast and plain rice. I sat down and they said, oh yeah, we're aware. You're the bodybuilder. It was great. Whenever you're ready, we have your chicken and rice. We'll be ready, sir. That's love. That is love. Absolutely. And then the wife and my sister-in-law, Heidi and Amanda, my brother getting down, white guy dancing hardcore, serious white guy dancing with my brother. But yeah, that was my meal they had for me because everybody's got all this spicy dumplings, ramen, flounder with the sauces and all these rich sauces I couldn't have. I was on Sunday, I was 13 days out, because my coach was horrified. He's like, man, you can't go screwing up. We're less than, 2 weeks out at that point. I'm like, don't worry. I'm being accommodated. My brother loves me very much. So that's basically what happened. But thank you for asking. So we're about to hit 20 minutes. We're going to dive into these fragrances. Let's see. So I'm going to have to skip a little bit. I apologize. What's up, my guy? Cosmic Pepper. I appreciate that. Thank you, man. Thank you. Yeah, I was definitely enjoying the three-piece suit. That's for sure. I bought the pants. I rented the jacket and the vest, bought the shirt, bought the tie, bought the pants. Already had the Cole Haans, bought the belt a while back, and bought the outfit for the night before. Got that tailored and everything. I spent some money on the outfit, I didn't buy the reason I didn't buy the jacket and the vest is because, like, I'm cutting. After my reverse, even during my reverse diet, I'm going to swell up more. I'm going to get thicker. So it's like, it doesn't make any sense. The jacket's not going to fit me. Like right around the corner before summer, like midsummer, jacket's not going to fit me anymore. Pants will still fit me. Jacket won't. So I didn't even bother. Like, there's no point in doing that because it won't even be able to be tailored to let out enough to wear it. So it's like, I'll just rent jackets as I need them because my size fluctuates so much throughout the year since I compete in off season, compete off season. Asparagus piss. That's probably, I know we got to wait. We got, probably an hour and 10 minutes at least left of the stream. I'm going to say this is the most unintelligent comment I'm going to get. Asparagus piss. Now, if this insulted you, Dean Lyons, it's because you just made it very stupid the way you put it. Asparagus piss. If your feelings are hurt, grow a set of nuts. I don't know what to tell you because that was stupid. So thank you for that. Thank you for entertaining me. Signature Rose, FW Wolfpack for Life, Yak Mob. Good to see you, my guy. What's the point? Best fragrance for a wedding, Patchouli Immortelle. There it is. Because that's what I wear every time. Appreciate it, sir. What's up, Tay? Escandalo. Beautiful citrus, man. Yeah, that's some good stuff. I have a bottle of Pardon. Nice and boozy. I appreciate that. I wouldn't say I'm the GOAT. There is no GOAT. Even those that call themselves the GOAT, there is no GOAT. We're opinion givers. You can have a love and passion and all that. There's no GOAT. I appreciate the compliment, but yeah, we're all just giving opinions and interpreting art and articulating it the way we see fit for how it comes across to us. There's no GOAT when it comes to giving opinions. Nobody's the greatest opinion giver of all time, whether they want to fucking think they are or not. There's no such thing. It's not a fact-based thing that we're doing. We're interpreting art. The only facts are the notes they tell us are in it. How it smells to us is us giving our opinion. Gentleman cologne from Givenchy, I'm assuming. It's so good. It's warm. Nice and warm. I don't have the smartwatch on, so I don't know what the weather is currently. It says 69 and cloudy. It's not all that cloudy outside. It's still sun coming through. But all right, we're gonna skip on down. Ben, good to see you, sir. Deacon, good to see you. Vibrato, great stuff. So we're gonna skip on down. I apologize that I got to skip down. Didn't hit on the fours either. From what I saw, it was not easy to hit on those fours. So, I wasn't planning on wearing it. It's a women's fragrance. Like, I can spray it and tell you what I think about it, but it's not something I'm going to wear. It's the wife's already confiscated that package. Yeah, it's the most feminine Zahara fragrance on the market. I warned you guys, it's feminine. It's a fruity floral. It's the reimagining. I was very clear for a long time. It's the reimagining of the women's fragrance. And I even told you guys, look at it as, here's unisex. This is the masculine side. This is the feminine side. We got rosé and black rose. We have bloom, bazan. So your most masculine floral from Zahara is black rose. The one that leans a little masculine from the unisex side is rosé. The one that leans a little feminine from the unisex side is bloom. And the one that leans the most feminine is bazan. I'm not going to wear it. It's not for me. It's not a fragrance for me. Le Male, Le Parfum. Club de Nuit Sillage. I forgot how good Sillage is. I mean, I can do a video on it, but it's going to be telling you what my wife thinks about it and how I feel about how it smells on her. Like, she's got to start wearing it for me to be able to do a review on it. Because it's not something I'm going to wear. I'm not going to wear it. I'm not going to wear it. It's not for me. It is for my wife, for sure. Just like I hardly ever wear bloom. I like bloom. I can wear bloom. I just don't lean to bloom. I'm a rosé and black rose guy. That's my Zahara florals. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you very much. It's amazing what a complete change in your diet and lifestyle changes can do, right? Skin complexion, all that good stuff. Aqua de Joe, Absolute Instincts, good stuff. So we're going to skip on down. I got to get to the bottom. It's people's personal choice. I think it's odd as well. I've made the joke many times, like how many of y'all are cool with fake Gucci wallets? When there's a lot of people that are, and fake Louis Vuitton purses for women and stuff like that. Like I personally don't want fake designer goods, but for some reason, I've told y'all many times, if clone videos got dick for views, nobody would do them. Nobody would do them. Y'all want to see it. There's clones I like, but I'll take the originals most of the time. 99.9% of the time. For French Avenue Arche, we talked about earlier. That one is one of the few. The Liquid Brune from Fragrance World. Like there's select ones where it's like, I don't see the need for the original personally, but they're so few and far between for me. All right, I'm trying to skip to the bottom. One of these fucking days, I'm gonna get to the bottom. All right, scrolling down, Mikey. I see you. Good to see you, sir. Appreciate you, sir. The Cole Haans I was wearing is from that era. It's got the Lunar Lawn sole, outsole. Aventus. That's the you knew that answer. That's the first creed everybody should try. Not really. Bride was wearing Bloom. Wife was wearing Rosé. Me and the groom were wearing Bacio Immortel. Outside of that, I don't recall really smelling anyone else, honestly. So skipping on down. Skipping on down. What's up, Jordan? Good to see you, sir. Louis Vuitton Meteor. All right, we made it to the bottom. What's going on, man? Gin tonic, good stuff. Just relax and finally get to hang out. Love the watch. Thank you, man. It's a Seiko Mod. Seiko Mod Date Just, not a Rolex. Looks like a Rolex, but it's not a Rolex. Champagne dial. Yeah, it's got the NH35 movement. Jubilee bracelet. People are sleeping on Meteor. Other than Ultra Red, do you think Lolita Green Lover is a good alternative to Ultra Zest? No, it doesn't have the zest part. It's got the creamy orange side of it and more green. A lot of hence the name Green Lover. A lot more green. I don't think it's alternative. Sure, replacement for no. I think would be the best way. Been seeing a lot of mods. Yeah, man. I happen to have it handy. I got my Meteor Dial Daytona mod right here. Meteorite dial. That's a Seiko quartz movement. This one's not an automatic. I forgot which movement it is, but it's a Seiko quartz movement with the oyster bracelet and everything. Yeah, that's the only two Seiko mods I have. I just happen to have it handy. So I'm trying to get away from the smartwatch. Like I'll still wear it to the gym here and there, but when I'm not at the gym, I'm either not wearing it at the gym or that's what I'm going to wear to the gym. But when I'm not at the gym, I'm going back to wearing my watches. Been wanting to. They're nice, man. In that 270 to 320 range, depending on what you want. They got some good watchmakers that build them. They literally build them from scratch. They piece them together. It's a Franken watch. It's kind of how you can look at it. It's built from scratch. They get all the parts and they build it. It's actual, dude watchmaking it. I mean, they're not building the movement. They're using Seiko movements, but shout out to Perfume Box, the Ormonde Sport 2021. Norstad Quattro and Coconut Lagoon. That is two awesome, awesome fragrances. We're 30 minutes in. Sheesh. We need to get to it. Happy Land Shameless. All right, we're getting to it. Let's check out this Ralph Lauren PR package, shall we? 92, Ralph Lauren Racing. I mean, if you've seen other people with it, they got it before I did. Got the hat. I might wear the hat to the gym. Trucker, it's the foam style, so that'll get real nasty real quick because when you go to sweating in that foam, it's actually a pretty nice hat, though. Every single one of them that's come with a hat's been pretty nice. There's your celebrity, Lando Norris, F1 driver, whom they're doing this collaboration with. Don't need all this excessive package. We'll put that to the side because we really just need this. I haven't looked at the notes because I don't care. I just want to smell the fragrance. Ralph Lauren Racing Motorsport Polo Red. I'm assuming it smells just like the EDT. I would think. I mean, I don't know for certain. It might be a little different from the EDT. We sure gonna find out. Let's see, boys. Oh, I don't know if I noticed this on Polo 67 or not, but they got the RL on top now on the atomizer. Need to check Polo 67. I don't know. Come on back, focus. I don't know if Polo 67's got it or not. Two good sprays. I'm expecting fruity and powdery. Kind of getting citrusy, fruity, powdery. Yeah, sweet. Smells like Polo Red. Yeah, it's pretty much what I expected. It smells like Polo Red. I don't think it's any different. Let's read. Limited collection edition of the iconic Polo Red Eau de Toilette. Okay, it's just a collector's bottle. So I got another bottle of Polo Red. Encapsulates a fiery rush of warm woods and invigorating citrus, a scent of pure adrenaline for the man who designs his dreams. Own the racetrack, experience the thrill. Powerful, thrilling, sensual. Coffee accord, cedarwood, grapefruit. Not a heavy dose of the coffee, but yeah, it smells like the original. Nothing different here, boys. If you got Polo Red EDT, you damn sure don't need this. If you don't have Polo Red EDT and you're into Formula One racing, here you go. Something to add to your collection if you like the limited edition bottles that they do. Different brands do. Smells great. Very youthful. Powdery for a youthful scent. But I've always liked Polo Red. I think it's a good young man scent that kind of a little different from most of the other sweeter designer fragrances that, get recommended that most guys are wearing. I mean, it's been around for a long time now, but it kind of got forgotten about. And blues kind of overtook it for the most part. But nobody really talks about Polo Red Eau de Toilette, right? The coffee's setting in a little more. See that grapefruit? It's more of a sweet, fruity kind of accord. Because I bet it's tonka bean or something like that that's making it sweet. I don't remember exactly. Probably what's making it powdery too. Oh, there it is, Racing Edition. And they don't specify. That's okay. We'll just look up good old Polo Red, which I have the old bottle. They've sent in PR packages twice the newer style bottle, but I gave one to my cousin's girlfriend's son and one to my other cousin, his twin sister, her son, for Christmas. I gave the boys those two bottles because it's like I don't need a bunch of bottles. Just because it's in a new bottle doesn't mean I'm cool. I like the old bottle better anyway, the painted red glass, the old style. That's a fair rating, 6.4 out of 10. I would say it's more of a 7 out of 10 kind of fragrance. I think it's very good fragrance. I like it. Cranberry, that makes sense on the fruitiness. So yeah, that makes a lot more sense. Saffron, red sage, lavender, amber, redwoods, coffee berry. Definitely fruity and sweet, like in synthetic, woody. I wouldn't say all that spicy. I would definitely say it's powdery, though. What's making it powdery? I really don't know. Maybe the lavender here? I don't know. As far as notes to attribute to it. But I would call it a 7 out of 10 fragrance, just like I've always kind of felt about the regular bottle. Same thing here with Red Racing Edition. It's nice. I'll wear it just as much as the other one. Actually, I'll probably just collect this for the sake of collecting it because it's a limited edition bottle. And when I get the itch to wear Polo Red EDT, I'm going to wear my old style bottle. It does smell good, though. It's got that youthful vibe to it. It's a nice fragrance. Again, if you've smelled Polo Red, you know where I'm coming from. It's probably not your favorite. Maybe you have a nostalgic tie at some point in your life to it where you went through a bottle before. It smells the same. Average-ish performance, 6-ish hours. In my experience, I'm sure this is going to perform the exact damn hell. What the hell? I might wear it tomorrow. Probably going to perform exactly the same as my old bottle of it. I can't imagine it being better or worse. I'm sure it's about the same. We'll move into the coup de grace here in just a little bit. Let's see. Caught up real quick. I know we got behind a few. I have a Montagna. Haven't worn it in a very long time because it smells like Oud for Greatness, and I'm not a big Oud for Greatness guy. Haven't worn it in years. Probably will never wear it again because I'm not a big Oud for Greatness guy. If I randomly get the itch for Oud for Greatness, which is super, super, super rare, I would go with Opnon Supremacy and Oud. I prefer it. A lot more saffron heavy. But Montagna, nah, no desire to buy any more. If they were to reach out an email to send me some, I'd probably turn them down like I do 50% of the other clone brands, more than 50% really. I turn down most clone brands these days because it's like, look, this is a straight shooting for you guys. Pretty much the big name ones and ones I've worked with for a long time are pretty much the only ones you're going to see on my channel. Because the big name ones are going to get some views. Because the views matter to me. I've been doing this full time for 5 years. The views matter to me. And, like Essential Obsessions and when Making Sense, if Michael Dinsmore randomly works on some new stuff, yeah, I'll check those out. Absolutely. But outside of that, no desire. I don't need to clone myself to death. I've got tons of clones. Alexandria, if and when. I like Hanny's work with Alexandria. Nothing against Dua. I just don't really do anything with Dua. But yeah, I have no desire to seek out anything else. Montagna, I believe that's how you pronounce it. And like I said, the one I have for being Oud for Greatness, it's a really good version of it. I'm not a big Oud for Greatness guy. I have. I don't follow I know Rolex put a lot of new models out recently, and I don't look for everything all the time because it's like, why torment myself on things I can't buy? But I'm not really a big Daytona guy. I'm more of a Date Justin Yachtmaster 40 kind of guy. So I think it's about time to get rid of Jason. What you guys think? He don't even really fuck with us much anymore. He's always got an excuse for why he doesn't hang out and shit. Talks a lot of shit. I'm just kind of sick of Jason's shit. I think it's time to not just remove the wrench, but like block him. Just fucking be done with him. What you guys think? Should we take a vote? I think it's time. He's not a really part of the community anymore. Like him and Jims don't like to live stream or do content anymore. Like I think he's just here just to troll at this point. I don't think he likes anybody. He doesn't even like perfume anymore. Yeah, I think it's time to get rid of Jason. You guys let me know. Hi, Jason. Good to see you. Thought you were already the top boss. There's about influencing you. Cool looking package. Yeah, the PR packages look cool. I mean, nothing special though. It's just, I had a feeling it was just a limited edition bottle. Like I didn't read too far into it, and it was like, I don't need another bottle of Polo Red. But I mean, if they want to send it to me, sure. What the hell? We'll check it out. Good to see you, Sean. Kenzo Ohm EDP Aquatic Leather. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. I'm a bigger boss now. Uh-oh, watch out. Depending on getting clubbed in, we limited edition or the Parfum. All of them. But if I had to pick one, limited edition Parfum. Part of the haul that I bought from Fragrance Buy is they had the oil in stock, the 20 ml. I was like, what the hell? We'll do a video on it. Why not? So I was like, I said I was going to buy the EDP. Let me go see if they got that in stock. And they didn't have it, but I saw they had the oil. The literal, like it's in the dabber, on a glass dabber. Will I wear it in more than once? Probably not, unless it just like wows me. Like, great, I should wear this every time I wear the fragrance. That could happen. But I figured we'll check it out. I've put it off for years. What the hell? Why not? It's like $39 or something for it's pure oil. Literally, it's dabber. It's not spray on. The glass 20 ml bottle. Precious Liquid Aqua Oud. So you do still like fragrances. I'll be damned. Position bar. Getting to do some meat cutting. Watch out now. The Scent Father. I don't know. I'm kind of still questioning if he likes fragrances, Oh yeah, Kicks don't go live till like midnight in any other time zone but his own. He'll go live at 10 o'clock his time. So East Coast, it's 11 o'clock. It's 1 in the morning. What's going on at midnight? What the fuck? Nobody. You wonder why not that many of us on this side of the world are watching. It's because we're all fucking sleeping, Kicks. You gotta go live at like 6 your time. That way Central is 8, Eastern is 9, because Jason's Eastern. That'd be 9 o'clock for Jason if you go live at 6 your time. You go live 10 o'clock, it's midnight for me. I've been sleeping. It's 1 o'clock in the morning for Jason. You do that shit all the time. I'd love to watch your live streams. You worse than Novice Knows. Shout out to Novice Knows. He likes to go live at 10 o'clock at night too. And we all fucking sleeping. Maybe not at 10, but it depends on the time zone. Like Kicks, he's over on the West Coast, guys. He's Pacific time. So when he goes live at 10 Pacific, any of you on Eastern time, 1 a.m. 1 a.m. my guy's starting his live stream. So I got to pick on my boys, man. For those of you that don't know Jason and Kicks and all that, that's my boys. That's why I'm fucking with them. I got to give them a hard time. I understand. I actually understand that. Polo Red Remix. So I've never tried a Red Rush, and I don't think I've smelled Red Remix either. I got that decant Quest sent me of the Extreme. I've got the Intense, the EDP, the Parfum, the Original. But I don't think I've ever tried Remix or Rush. I think that's the only two I've never smelled. Less citrus and fruit, more spice and coffee. Really good for a Polo. Noted. Yeah, it's definitely an artifact. That's for sure. He did it at 50%. That's 50% oil concentration. True Blues this week. Damn, how long ago was the last retro for them? I think like 2016-ish. Correct me if I'm wrong. We got 2 in the chat with Sadly. 2010 arrives this Friday. I cannot condone getting rid of a guy named Jason. Block him. I know some of y'all be like, fuck him. Gian's definitely going to jump in on that. He's like, fuck him. Get rid of him. Has the Creed disowned Jason, and already they're just waiting on us. Lions Pride, good to see you, sir. Reckless Leather from my Mars. I've never tried that one. Never tried it. VIP Sense, good to see you, sir. Mouge Affection, Reflection Man clone. Block him times 2. I was waiting on Gian to weigh in because then them two got their constant battle. 1 cent a year. Man, that's a hard question. That's a challenge. Shit, I don't know. 1? You're talking about a guy with serious abundance and variety when it comes to fragrance. That's I think challenge is an understatement, dude. I guess I got to say Seraphine Blue because it's like my go-to. I guess I got to go that route because it's my most worn fragrance. It only makes sense that it would be that. What's up, 504 Lefty? Club Nuit Intense Man and Kate Alfreson layered together. Mr. Rick, good to see you, sir. Pacific Lime. That is a gorgeous fragrance. Creamy coconut and juicy lime. What a beautiful fragrance. That's still my favorite from them of the ones I've tried. I got like 5 or 6 different fragrances from them bottle-wise. I do want to expand with the brand a bit more. I forgot the name of the silver bottle with the iris. It might be Silver Iris, actually, is the name of it. I've been wanting to get it in my hands. I heard that one's kind of a very earthy iris. I'd like to check that one out. That brand's beautiful, full of naturals. They're prideful. For those of you not familiar with the Tillier cologne, they tell you on the label the percentage of natural ingredients. That one specifically, I believe, is 92% natural ingredients. Yes, I do. You called my bluff, sir. No, definitely not. Definitely not. So I'm putting off the vet. I don't want the big car, an additional big car note. We talked about it a while back. So I want to have loose skin surgery. Loose skin's like way out of control now. It's driving me nuts. Yeah. So I'd rather do that than put a big down payment on a Corvette and have a big car note, another big car note. So I'm not doing that. I love the limited edition. I go nose blind to all of them at some point. I just answered that. D. Da Vinci, good to see you, sir. I don't get them often. I get them at random. All you have to do is slander some Creed and Jason will pop up. That's very true. Yeah, it's very act. But I don't want to slander Creed. I like Creed. You know, I'm a fan. Red Rush pretty decent. I got that a year ago. Still like Polo EDP. Yeah, Polo Red EDP is my favorite still. My favorite was Intense until I got the EDP. The EDP, kind of minus the coffee, brings everything I like about the Intense, but makes it more versatile. Like I said, minus the coffee, because that's where the EDP does lose the coffee. That's what I'm saying, man. You go live. No, you don't always go live at 8 o'clock your time. Sometimes it's 9, 10 o'clock when you start. Now, the second to last time I popped in, you had just started and it was 8 o'clock Central. It was 10 o'clock because I'm heading to bed around 10 o'clock because I get up at 4:45 my time, which would be 2:45. Yeah, that'd be 2:45 in the morning. I get up 2:45 a.m. your time. So, needless to say, I'm not up for that. I'm going to bed around that time. Ooh, Polo Double Black's really good. Yeah, the coffee, the patchouli with the mango. It's beautiful stuff. Kara, good to see you. Oh, your birthday's tomorrow too? Well, I'm going to have to remember to tell you happy birthday tomorrow. You'll be 38. She'll be 49. A bit different. She's 11 years older than you. She's 9 years older than me. So, yeah, she'll be 49 tomorrow, and you'll be 38. Well, I'm going to have to remember to message you and tell you happy birthday tomorrow. Yeah, it's bad. I always say Polo Black line. We need a third version. I have both of them. I have an old bottle of Double Black, and I have the new bottle style, this bottle style of the beautiful mango original Polo Black. But why can't we get a parfum or an elixir or something? Then what the hell? Why not? Or an EDP or whatever. I don't care what they want to call it. Give me a new version of Polo Black. CK Reveal ended up ordering that. Well, it's been a while since I've worn that. Yeah, that's super challenging. Good to see you, sir. How was the wedding? It was great. Actually, you get more ambroxan out of the parfum. It's the warmest and the most amber dominant, but it's also the one with the most ambroxan. Yeah, it's the most ambroxan heavy one. It's not as smooth in the top as you would think it is. The EDP is actually smoother in the opening, but overall, as it dries down, it's the smoother of the three as far as EDT, EDP, and parfum. I've got a review on all of them. I got a review on every Eros except Najim. I've got an individual review on every single one of them. Well, I don't have an individual review on the EDT, but as far as flame, energy, parfum, and EDP, I have individual reviews on those. So yeah, I like it. I don't like it more than the EDP, but I just think the EDP of the original profile, I think the EDP is the best, like the happy medium. Yeah, so it was 2016. Yeah, I figured it was GOAT. Just out of curiosity. 2016. There they are. What size you wear, Jason? Just curious. Oh, that's not the. Instead, there we go. What size you wear, Jason? Because I know they're gonna be pricey. 330 in my size. Gotta be a little skeptical though, man. This is some 9-year-old polyurethane midsoles. All depends on how the seller stored these things. But yeah, $400. I'm assuming you're somewhere in this realm, somewhere between 10 and 12, so in the $400 range. Those clean though. We're due for a retro on them. Wouldn't be surprised they come. You're gonna feel like an ass if they come out next year. Because that kind of shit happens. Aventus inspired. You say y'all like I'm on some campus. I don't fucking know what you're talking about. Did LSU do that? Did North Carolina do that? I don't know because I'm an LSU and a North Carolina fan. Speaking of Bill Belichick, I'm more a North Carolina fan than a home team fan. Like I have a fucking clue. I don't know. I have no fucking clue whatsoever. All right. We're going to skip down a little bit. From OM to DM came with a nice pay raise. Okay. Was going to get a regular vet next year. Oh, I thought you were talking about me getting a Z06. You got the pay upgrade to where now you're going to get a brand new Z06. Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I have not tried that. I have not tried it. L'Ombre des Merveilles Hermès. I tried to say it right. Super solid, understated amber, in my honest opinion. No, I have not tried that. L'ombre de Merivelles Hermes. I'm trying. I'm really giving a solid effort here. I don't know if I'm doing well, but I'm trying. Shut the fuck up, Jason. I like Bloom, but I end up getting full bottle. So, yes, it is more feminine. It's more feminine. Not wildly more feminine, but more. It's the most feminine Zahara fragrance. Like I said, it's a reimagining of the women's. But in today's day and age, so many guys like the feminine leaning floral fragrances, which I do. But in this case, it's just too feminine for me, and Heidi loves it. Because when we had the lab sample a year plus ago, she was testing it. She did the testing on it. I just smelled it on her. I didn't spray it on me at all. So skipping on down. What's up, Eric? House by Zerniel Gilly. Got my Vetiveria in yesterday. Oh, close my eyes. I don't want to know. Let me click something else. Did I click something else? Okay, good. I don't want to know. New pair of the white Metcons. The Metcon free Metcon 6. I got some pink ones recently. I'm assuming the free Metcons because that's like the popular Metcon to wear to the gym. Not that many people wear the regular Metcons unless they're like doing some powerlifting and stuff or CrossFit. If you're doing CrossFit, I could see you having the regular. I got a bunch of the regular Metcons because I just like them. But the free Metcons are more functional, especially for leg days and stuff. No. Size 11. So 400, $399. $399. I mean, that's really not bad considering the age. It's really not that bad, dude. I pay that for certain newer releases. Boy, I'm so glad I grabbed them brick by bricks when I did. I looked at the price a couple days ago before I went to Louisiana. Them bitches are $600 something in my size. I ain't pay that. I paid around $400 for them in my size. Them bitches have skyrocketed, and they're gonna keep going up. Oh, them brick by bricks are fire though. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking they're coming around next year too. Hell yeah, man. That's a great fragrance. Yeah, I'm thinking I might get lucky and it'll be this weekend, perhaps. If not, it'll be beginning of the week. They'll release them next year, and then I don't hit, so I'll be buying resale anyway. But my whole reason for saying that is even if you ended up paying that, it's newer midsoles. Because that's my gripe with the retros. Like with the Kobe's, they protro them, performance retro. That's great. Like the Kobe 9s I got right here. I got two. I got the Crimson's Christmas and the Elite Masterpieces. The boxes are right here. They don't have the Lunar Line drop-in midsole anymore. They got React X. They upgraded to the modern tech. You mean to tell me after all these years we can't put EVA, which lasts pretty much forever, instead of what eventually crumbles from oxidation and moisture, polyurethane? Like, I get they're trying to stay true to form, but just test the waters. Just test the waters. People are going to bitch, piss, and moan at first. They will. But when they're more comfortable and they age better, yeah, you'll see creases in the midsole more because it's going to be a softer fit. Even if you do a denser Phylon, a denser EVA where it doesn't crease as easy, it'll still be better than that. And they can make it look just like that. I wish they would do that. Well, just try it. Do it for a year on some releases and just see how the market responds. I would love for them to do that. I would love to see that happen. They just won't do it. Yeah, that ain't going to happen. That ain't going to happen. If a bottle getting sent to you and getting a Corvette are two very different things. Way too boozy after copy pasting. I don't know how to say it either. I just know it smells good. Yeah, Bloom's some good stuff. Bonjour. Good to see you, sir. Birmingham, an hour north of Birmingham. Yeah, I'll be there next weekend. Not in many years. And like I said earlier, somebody, I think you mentioned it or somebody else mentioned, I was like, let me tell you now, Baciu Immortel, because it's just what I wear at the wedding. 11 days out. We're 11 days out currently. I've been on my comfy track shoes lately. P6000 have been my go-to. Yeah, they're over 600 now, the brick by bricks. Watch this. And we'll move into the vetiver fragrance next. Watch this. 612. Yep. And look, when you get size 10, they're over 700. Look at that. Jason size, $737. I paid right under 400, 380, something like that. I bought them before release, and they've just been going up and up and up and up. And look, these are fire. Everybody's saying sneaker of the year. I'm with it. My Union LA Chicago Shadow 1s are the only thing I would put close to it as far as my personal picks. These are fire. This is probably the dopest pair of 4s I've ever seen in my life. From a quality standpoint, plush build, just the way they did it, they're amazing. They're fire. They're amazing. I love them. What's up, D? Salty aquatics. I could do that eventually. I mean, I'm always up for the different like summer topics because I got so many to talk about. I could break it down like that. And that's a deal compared to what they are right now. They're $200 more than that in your size now. He heard me. I blame Atlanta traffic. Appreciate the super chat, my guy. I appreciate that. Yeah, those morning shots before my skin starts loosening up a lot more because it starts stretching and moving. The skin loosens up even more and it gets even more flabby, the loose skin. I fucking hate it. But in the mornings when I do those oblique and ab shots, it's when I've been laying still for many hours. I'm fasted, a little dehydrated, not really dehydrated, but my water intake's lower at the moment. So like that's a great time to do that. No pump, no nothing, but that's a great time to take those ab shots. That's why I do those in the morning. Now, the one from the wedding, that was in the afternoon. I was about to get dressed. I was just fortunate that I was still dry and pretty tight for the most part in the midsection, but I appreciate that. Well, I'm not doing novice this year, so I'm just doing open and masters over 40. So, and one of the dudes that's won 3 overalls last year, this 22-year-old little, he looks shorter than me, but he's jacked as shit. He won 3 overalls last year. He's 22. You can tell he's been juiced out of his gills since he was in high school. He reached out to me. You doing the Vulcan? I'm like, well, I guess I'm taking second to you. So I'm trying not to go undefeated, but I'm going to be leaner than him. But I have to lose skin, unfortunately. But I'm going to be leaner than him, and I'm more proportioned. Like my symmetry is better than him, but he is bigger, and they typically reward size. He's probably going to beat me. Just being real. I already know like what my main competition. Like he won 3 overalls last year too. We're friends on the internet now. We've been talking, but yeah, I haven't told him that, but I mean I'm sure. Because what it is, he reached out to me, he was sizing me up, which in turn I sized him up once he reached out. And it's like, oh shit, this motherfucker. He's got some serious development. This fucker's big. He's probably 2 inches shorter than me, but he's big. Like his muscle bellies are huge. He's very developed for 22 years old. That's what I'm saying. He's had to have been juicing out his mind, doing growth hormone and shit since he was in high school. He's not taller than me. Probably doesn't weigh more than me. Probably weighs about the same, but he's going to look bigger. I'm going to look leaner and more symmetrical, and he's going to be a little bit bigger. He's going to be bigger than me. So it's not up to me. It's up to the judges. Just saying. I've sized up the main competition, But I appreciate that. I can do what I can do. If I take second, I take second. If I take third, I take third. It is what it is. And I'm in way better shape. I'm bigger than last year. I've made improvements on some weaker points. I'm better than I was last year. I'd whoop last year's ass easy. Seriously, like I'd destroy me last year. But at the end of the day, it's who I'm stepping on stage against at the time and what the judges think. So, but I appreciate the compliments. Some people like to just collect them. Some people take shit that's fallen apart just for the history of it and the time frame because they just love the history of it that much. It's a real thing. So let me skip on down. Cut the shit crew. My generation kicked out of the Jordan phenomenon. What happened? Wait, what? A pair of Stacey Adams or something. Old head. You only wear rich man loafers. Jason's too hood to be Hollywood. Come on now. What's going on, Ken? Good to see you, sir. Ooh, timeless aromatic fougere right there. Trying to get to this next fragrance. We're an hour in. We still got one fragrance to get to out of 2. I guess I'm going to have to do a wedding fragrance video this week. Because to really sit here and break it down, because I have follow-up questions to really recommend something for you. And to recommend all three, like it'd be best for me to just do the damn top 10. Gian's been on me so far in this stream. He's not the first. I was asked last week about doing it. I guess I just need to do it this week. I already have tomorrow's video planned. I'm doing another House of Dastan fragrance. So the following day, I guess I'll do the wedding fragrance video for Thursday. So be on the lookout for Thursday's recorded video. I'll break it down. Spoiler alert, my number one's Bacio Immortelle from Argos. Doesn't mean you should. It's just what I go to. But I'll cover a few different scenarios and age groups. Because age groups, it really doesn't matter. It really doesn't, especially for a special event like this. But it's more about setting and weather and attire than it is age groups. So like what can work for one of you could work for all three of you in all three ages. So be on the lookout for that video. I'm going to try to do it for Thursday. So, because that's just I got too many follow-up questions to cater it to you, let alone to cater it to your dad and your nephew with you as well. Does that make sense? Oh, I've got some that have, like my Iverson, my Question Lows that from 04, the polyurethane insole has fallen apart, but the foam midsole is still fine. The real Hexalite, back when they still had real Hexalite pods in them, still fine. They're just foggy. They haven't busted or anything. I've got older Air Maxes that haven't busted. They're just foggy. So it all depends. Stetson is a timeless classic. I don't think it'll ever get old. Man's man type of scent right there. Oh, every set of judges are different. Sometimes they reward size. Sometimes they reward the most conditioned. When it comes to classic physique, it should be the most symmetrical and most conditioned, not just, all right, he's the biggest. Like, he's lean enough. He's the biggest. Even though his legs aren't really, his back doesn't really match his, hamstring tie-in. Like, really breaking it down. Like, if they don't do all that and they just go, oh, he's lean enough, but he's the biggest. That does happen. Versus if they really want to critique, then it comes down to symmetry. Oh, which when I say symmetry, I mean, are your shoulders balanced to the size of your arms, to your chest, to your lat spread, to the mid-back development, to your quad sweep, which is the outer part of your quads, to when you hit your side chest? Is there depth in your hamstring? Does it curve out well and you have enough thickness in the quad? Because calves aren't really that big of a deal in classic physique. It's more of a bigger deal in open bodybuilding. I mean, you don't want it to be drastically unproportioned from your upper leg, but calves aren't the biggest deal in that situation. And then most shows, the rule of thumb is they're one from the back. So the back double bicep, especially for classic physique, is the main pose. Do you have the Christmas tree with your mid-back development, the lat spread? How does your biceps and your upper delt peak when you hit it a certain way? So if they break it down like that, it's going to go down to who's the most conditioned and who's the most symmetrical. But I've been to shows, not as a competitor, but watching, where it's like they rewarded the biggest dude on stage. And it's like, that's some bullshit. This isn't open bodybuilding. This is classic physique. Classic physique is the in-between of the three men's divisions. It's supposed to be the most conditioned, symmetrical. It's a classic look. That's the entire point of the division. It's a classic looking physique. Frank Zane, Arnold. Like in recent years, it's gotten bigger in the Bumstead era, but it wasn't just massive. Like a lot of these classic physique guys at the Olympia level could put on 10 pounds and jump into open. Hell, Chris Bumstead did a show after he retired. He did another show in Europe and did open bodybuilding. So at the amateur level, it needs to be more about symmetry and conditioning, because that's what the division is supposed to be about, especially right like physique with the board shorts. It's strictly about conditioning, shredded like a motherfucker, beach body, shredded, abs, ripples in the back, cap delts. They got two poses, it's all about you just look good, and you look good at the beach. Bodybuilder looks good at the beach. That's what physique is basically. So the different divisions have different meanings to them. I didn't get them. I'm waiting until they drop. I'm waiting until they drop because they're not crazy overpriced in the 300s right now in my size, but I feel like I can get them cheaper if I wait. I don't think it'll be the black cement 3s where it goes under retail, but I also don't think it'll be the reimagined black metallic 5s where they're way over retail. I think it's going to fall somewhere in between around 300, upper 200s, maybe, because they're producing a lot of them, a few 100,000 pairs is my understanding. So I think it's better to wait. I'm going to wait. This is one I think I need to wait and not buy early because I think I can do better if I wait to release. Ooh. Honest to God, I really don't know how to give you the right advice because I've never worked out with or heard anyone when it comes to training, giving advice with a wheelchair bodybuilder. I have nothing to weigh in on as far as working your core. I really don't. I know there's very specific exercises to cater to you being able to develop those muscles in that area. I just don't personally know. I wish I could help in this situation. That'd be a great conversation to have. I have zero knowledge of that, unfortunately. I wish I could weigh in. My apologies. Roll a mile in my wheels. Love the name, though. Catchy name. Love the name. I like the Frank Zane pose. Is probably my favorite. The one arm over the head, stretching the obliques and the lat with the single arm. I'm a little dehydrated. That lat cramped. Light fell down. And you suck in a little bit, you vacuum a bit. I don't have the strongest vacuum in my pose, but you don't crunch the abs. It's not an ab and thigh pose. It's more of a vacuum pose where you hit like this and suck it in. You stretch, show the fingers of the lats and all that good stuff. That's one of my. Let me just show you. Easier to just show you the damn pose, right? One moment, please. I appreciate you guys hanging with me. We still got 126 strong. I'm sure I have posts with this pose. Let me think. Where? Look at the veins coming out here. Whoops. This was the day before. Just getting so vascular at this point. That was 5 days ago. Yeah. But let me see. Find the pose, like an actual freeze frame picture of the pose. It's been a little while since I've done a still image. Here we go, of it. That pose, you can't see my abdomen and the way my legs are positioned at the moment, but that pose in particular, this is a couple weeks ago, I believe, 3 weeks ago. I'm much leaner than that now, but that pose specifically. Let me see if I have one that's newer, perhaps. No, because this is just in the last couple of days. No, that was yesterday. See all the shoulder veins and shit. That was this morning. See, that skin's rippling up, boy. I hate it, but I got striations in my quads now. That was today. The shoulder veins. I just finished warming up. I was one exercise in. Yep. That's today. Had a really good pump going. But that is not the, this is older. Let me go to Vulcan 2. Where's it at? Here we go. Might have to skip around a bit here. I promise we're gonna get to this damn fragrance. Come on, load. Playing games. So this is weeks ago. Let me try to get to something a bit more recent. That was weeks ago. That's 6 weeks. Oh yeah, I'm much leaner. I was bigger. I was fuller then. That was when we were refeeding back in March. It was dropping so fast, we stopped and started refeeding. Took a 6-week break from cutting to refeed. How do I not have a freaking Frank Zane pose? That was much fuller, which I'm going to pump back up when we carb up. Where's a Frank Zane pose? Damn it. I know I got one somewhere. It's relatively recent. My apologies, guys. Please be patient with me. Shit. Do I really not have a Frank Zane pose that's recent? Well, I guess I don't have a recent one. How long ago was this? 2 weeks ago? Let's see if I hit it in this video. I'm bound to hit it in this video. But I still have the tank top on, so you won't see the midsection. I can't skip ahead. I try to scroll, but I can't. This is 2 weeks ago. Much leaner now, but well, not much leaner, but leaner. No, I'm kind of much leaner. There we go. That's partially. I'm not really like hitting it hard because you want to bring the arm in even more. Like I had it out here, but that was kind of the Frank Zane pose. That's enough. I held this up long enough. I know most of y'all don't care. I appreciate you guys being patient with me. I'm sorry. Like I said, I know a lot of people don't give a shit. You know. He asked, and I was over 2,000 characters in my question. Reflection Man, that's easy. Yeah, Reflection Man, that's super easy. Oh man, them Lucky Shorts are badass too, man. You can steal them bitches for the price they're going at. Oh yeah, open bodybuilding. Yeah, there's super blocky guts. Yeah, for sure. Small waist V taper. Yeah, X frame. X for the lats, small waist. X for the quad sweep. It's all about the X frame. That's why I like classic physique. That's a great option. That is a great option for a wedding for sure. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're so cheap now. It's crazy, man. My strong point, probably my obliques. And John never sent me those pictures from our check-in today. Real quick. I'm going to show you my back double biceps. Pretty strong pose for me. That needs to be a strong pose for you if you want to do well. And a pretty good one today. A little bit of Christmas tree action. But I still have the loose skin in my lower back. That's the downside. So it's not as much Christmas tree as I'd like it to be. I appreciate that. Thank you, man. That's nice. Well, thank you. Yeah, the shoulders have been doing pretty well for the most part. You know, no pump or nothing. Just kind of chilling. Didn't do biceps today or anything like that. But a little quick elbow pop action. But yeah, they're getting there. They were nice and pumped early. When I stopped at Chipotle, the manager was like, "You did shoulders today?" I was like, "I did side delts, yeah. I did side laterals." They were still pumped up when I showed up, but they're not pumped up anymore. But you're never as big as your pump. What's up, Mo? Rogue Spray and Eros Energy, man, that's a good one. Says a lot of Be dedicated while not letting the addiction high dose. Oh, I don't do high doses anything, dude. Yeah. There's no reason to. I'm not some massive, gigantic 250-pound, 300-pound guy. I'm not saying they should do crazy, multiple grams of shit either, but I don't do ridiculous amounts of anything, And no, I won't break down what I do and how much because I get asked all the fucking time. I won't do that. Just know that I am on gear and will be the rest of my fucking life. I sure will. At minimum, testosterone the rest of my life. So I enjoy it. I quite enjoy it. And I understand I'm playing with fire, and I try to play with fire as responsibly as I possibly can. And if it bothers anyone, I don't know what to tell them because I don't go slapping cheeseburgers out of their hands and fucking cheese fries and shit. And if you want to choose to do that, you can choose to do that. I choose to do what I choose to do. We all make our choices and live the way we want to live. I happen to quite love the way I live. So for anybody that has anything negative to say, please keep it to yourself because if I ain't asking you, just know I don't want to fucking hear it. So appreciate you, my guy. What's up, Kaylin? Fragrance Dubois definitely made a bad decision. Now I have to buy a bunch. Wearing Nitro Red? Go ahead with your bad self. Yeah, it's a killer cheapie. Man, the Intensely, though. You need to try the Intensely. If you like the original, you need to try the Intensely. Oh, yeah. Oh, man, we talked about it this morning. I wore it last week. All right. Eventually, I'll get to the bottom, and we got another fragrance. We're going to do 2 hours. I paid $220. I bought them before release. I knew they were going to sit just like the Black Toes did, which shocks me. You get the Black Toes for like $125 in my size. It's crazy, the reimagined Black Toes. But yeah, they're amazing. The UNC ones, I like the sail color with the cracked leather. They got the lost and found treatment on the collar with that kind of cracked leather look and everything. I like them. Oh, yeah. You get fatigued a lot. Yeah, for sure. When you're in a deficit, that's why I'm such a caffeine junkie. And I'm on stimulants and all that stuff, Part of it. My blood pressure is not high or anything. My pulse is always elevated a bit, but nothing crazy. It's in the 90s, resting in the 90s. So nothing crazy. But my blood pressure is not high or anything, especially cutting because your water retention is so low and everything. Like it's definitely not high during prime cutting season. It all depends on what you're taking and precautionary measures and diet and cardio work, and which I enjoy doing cardio. I'm one of those weirdos that likes to do cardio. So it all depends. But I've been doing this long enough. No, I get gassed. I got to take a nap. Like I woke up 12 minutes before this live stream. I got to take a nap before we do these live streams. I take a nap every day. After I eat my post-workout meal, I have to take at least a 30-minute nap. Yeah, for sure. Not Hudson Valley. No, sir, I have not. That's what I'm saying. They're such a good price, dude. That's steal of the year, in my opinion. Quality's pretty good, and they're dope, clean colorway. Dope. Leather's pretty good on them. You got to get over that jump man on the back. You just got to get over it. All right, so let's scroll down because we're going to get into this. Yeah, the big stores, Forever Luxe, One Perfume, Perfume Empire, Beauty Nuevo, E-Discount Perfumes, like a lot of the popular bigger ones, they're safe to roll with. As long as you do your research, high feedback in the thousands and it's 98+% positive. Yeah, it's safe to buy from places like that for sure. Some fragrance close to the beach. Yeah, absolutely. Now you will get a little bit of anosmia. There's a lot of ambroxan in it, but it's so bright and fresh. I love it. It's super good. Kate, what's going on? Others in my cart, can't wait to smell it. And we made it to the bottom, and we are about to do that fragrance right now. Sorry it took so long. Continuum from Ross, Dress for Less. Best Blind Buy so far. Really enjoying that. Yeah, that's good. That's their oud fragrance. That's their oud fragrance of their line. So, all right. Vetiveria, I believe, is how you say it. It's like juniper and lime and stuff like that. I've looked at the notes before, and I was intrigued when they reached out and asked if I was interested. I was like, yeah, hell yeah, I'm interested. Count me in. The main event, Ormonde Jayne Vetiveria, 88 ml. Whoops. Comes a little book. Thing is in there. All right. Here we go. Beautiful green gradients to the bottle. Their bottles are pretty. Always have been. Love them. All right, let's give it a spritz. Big heavy cap. Slide the Seiko down and we'll spray that. Do 2 good spray. What the hell? Do a nice little third half of spritz. Oh, grassy green. Yes. Yes, that's what I was hoping for. Like green leaves more than grass. Smoked, like really smoked vetiver. Almost like if you set leaves on fire. It is smoky, smoky, smoky. Like legit. Just put out a flame. Smoke a cord. Like really photorealistic here. That's the most impressive thing. But it manages to be super fresh. Such good ingredients here. It's got a juiciness. It's literally making my mouth water a little bit, but it's got this like, if there was this random bush and a couple of the leaves got set on fire, like say, just walk with me here, lighter, lit them, but they don't stay lit and they just kind of burn out real quick. Like the tips of it just burn down a little bit, but now there's smoke coming off of it. This smoked green leaf smell is what I'm getting. And it smells different from all the other vetivers that I have, which is why I'm so damn excited. It's relatable to earthier, smoky vetivers, but the smoky accord here is extremely believable and realistic. Mouth watering. It's very juicy, the citrus. I believe it's lime. Very, very juicy, mixed with a literal just put out the flame smoked green leaf smell. It's not really all that spicy. A little hint, little pinch of it. But it is smoky. I didn't see that coming. I had no idea it was going to be smoky. All right, let's see the notes. Vetiveria. Here we go. Ormonde Jayne. Juniper berry, Sichuan pepper. So there's the spice. Sage, Sicilian lime. Yeah, very juicy too. Jasmine, lavender, orange blossom, snowdrop. I don't know what that is. Cistus, labdanum, moss, tonka bean, vetiver. I don't know if it's the oak moss. I don't know if it's the vetiver. I don't know if it's a combination of the two, but this shit is very, very smoky. It's not a dirt smell. It's not that kind of earthy. It's smoked green leaf, vetiver, lime, and pepper. This smells incredible. This, I think, can be casual for sure, but this is one of those fragrances that can pull double duty and dress up very well for somebody that wants something with a bit of freshness to it. This is so far better than the Polo Red ADT that we smelled before, where that's playful, don't get me wrong, and it's nice, but it can't hold a candle to something like this. It's not reinventing the wheel, but it's creating a new design for the wheel, if that makes sense. Like, it's not so far out of the norm of a smoky, woody, green vetiver fragrance, but it does it differently in the aspect of it's such a believable smoke accord that just reading these notes, I definitely didn't think it would be. And I don't know how going into it you could assume it would smell as smoky as it actually does, because this shit is really smoky. but it doesn't come across as a heavy wear. It does give it a little bit of body. It makes it a fuller profile. Like it's fresh, but it's not super airy. Like there's some body and fullness to the profile, and it makes it a deeper scent overall. But it doesn't come across as super fat, heavily faceted and multi-layered, very complex. There's some complexity. There's depth here more so than complexity. I'm smelling it coming off my hand right now just while I'm doing this. This is so good. Now, it's not 9 out of 10. Oh, my God, the greatest vetiver I've ever smelled. It separates itself a bit from a lot of my favorite vetivers, but not like way far out there. I think it's a good, strong 8.75, bordering the outstanding because the smokiness here is so freaking good. I just saw Jason's comment. You shut your dirty cheeseburger mashing mouth, all right? You shut it. But they're clean too, man. The leather's soft. They are clean. The problem's going to be, do you go with the sail laces? Do you go with baby blue laces? That's the problem I ran into. I left the baby blue laces on. That lime is kind of taking a strong hold on this fragrance right now. Man, this is so good. It is. This is totally worth a sample for you vetiver fans. 100% a must sample if you like vetiver. Must sample. There's depth here for those of you that don't want the just basic fresh woody vetivers, but those that also don't want a super dirty regal type of vetiver. You want kind of that in between. Quality meets freshness and depth. Ormonde Jayne made one for you. This is up there with Montebaco Verano for me. Top 2. This might be my favorite of what I have from them. I got like 5 fragrances from them besides this one. I think this is probably going to be my favorite of the bunch. Not counting these 2 travel atomizers either. I'm talking about full bottles. Because this is, which are these 2? Vanille d'Afrique and Isfarkand, which I haven't smelled those in a while. It's been a while since we smelled those. But I would take this over Verano and Intensivo. And Ormonde Man, and Xandria. Yeah, I think it's my favorite. I'm trying to think. I think I got one more. It's a bottle. Yeah, it is that good. I think it's got the versatility of a Montebaco Verano. Maybe I would say Montebaco Verano edges it out slightly in the versatility, but not by much here, guys. It's just, do you want more woods or do you want more green and smoke? Because this is just as much citrus, because that's a load of grapefruit, Montebaco Verano, whereas this is a load of lime. And it keeps making my mouth water too. Super juicy. This is, yeah, certified banger right here. Totally a must sample. Definitely a must sample if you like vetiver. No 2 ways about it. Skip on down. The bottle got back. It smells like the bottle looks. Juicy, juicy lime, but the smokiness surprises me. But the smokiness is the best part. It legitimately smells like just putting the flame out on a leaf. A green leaf that won't stay on fire because there's water in the leaf. It's not a dried out leaf on the ground, a brown leaf or anything. It's like on a bush, green leaf. Yeah. Key lime pie and smoky vetiveries. Check out Amouage Search. Thanks. All-time favorite fragrance. Noted. Yeah, it's definitely a contrast because it's so smoky but so juicy citrus at the same time. They do put out a lot of really good fragrances. I agree. I don't know what that's supposed to be, Snowdrop. I don't know, honestly. It's in these perfumes. Often occurs throughout the entire fragrance. First appeared in 94. So it's not anything new. It's in Snowy Owl from Zoologists. White Moss and Snowdrop. It's literally the name from Joe Malone. Anything else you guys might be familiar with? I don't know. None that I'm familiar with. Like, I don't know if it's standing out because I don't know what to look for. I don't know what it smells like. And there's nothing oddball smelling about this fragrance to me. I doubt that's what's making the smoky accord. Citrusy, woodsy, unisex fragrance that celebrates the magnificent vetiver plant. Four Corners of the Earth collection. Linda Jane Pilkington is also the perfumer, aside from the brand owner. It's impressive, I think, anyways. That smoky accord that's getting me. It's really good. Like, really good. It's very fresh. It's kind of the tale of two fragrances. It's not that it doesn't seem like it wouldn't work, having fresh citrus and the juniper adds to it to give it some, strong aromatic push, kind of liven up the opening. But, and, you have lavender as well. You have other aromatics, but it's just so smoky. I don't get much sweetness like the list tonka bean, and like I mainly get the aromatics, the lime, a hint of the pepper, and then I'm assuming the moss and vetiver is what's doing the most of the work here. Hated the diet and the water loss crap. Area was big on Deca and others. I hope you do well. Love your content. I appreciate that. Thank you, sir. So I blow up on Deca. And I don't mean muscle. Watery when I've done Deca. Watery. Very watery for me. So blood pressure skyrockets. Not a big Deca fan. Definitely not. Not a Deca fan. Montebaco Cuba. Can't find samples anywhere. Yeah, you guys will probably like it. If it sounds like something you would enjoy, it's probably something you would enjoy. That's probably a safe bet here. Men's Warehouse. It's Kenneth Cole. The jacket and the vest were Kenneth Cole. The pants were Kenneth Cole. I kind of pieced it together. I bought the pants, but rented the vest and the jacket. But it was all Kenneth Cole. Back in 2019 of the first Sin Explorer. It's all right. I didn't talk to her long or anything like that. Why, you crushing on her or something? I have to ask. It's popping off skin pretty well. Like while I'm doing this, I'm smelling it the whole time. Granted, my hand's by my face, but it's not like this. But every time I'm breathing, some of the air is going through my nose, and I smell it with every breath in. Nice and smoky and green. Yeah, I think I like it over Montebaco Verano. Again, Verano's got the edge slightly in versatility, but just I think the overall enjoyment of the profile, this beats it out. It's not as heavy synthetic because Verano's loaded with ISOE Super, which isn't a bad thing. It smells really good. And that one's smoky too. I've always found that to be pretty smoky on my skin. But this one, it's different. It's different smoky. Like I don't have another fragrance that I could relate this type of smoke green leaf kind of thing. Kind of unique to it. No, sir. No, sir. Thank you for asking, though. Because yeah, you're no offense, but let's be straight here. You're a random profile I'm not familiar with that doesn't even have a picture. No, you're not going to get my PO box. Thank you for asking, especially if this is genuine. But no, yeah, there's reality. There's no credibility to what I'm looking at here for me to give my PO box. So, because the internet has me very jaded. Okay, I don't trust that easy anymore. So, yeah, my apologies if this is very genuine, but no. Could be. Going well. Going well. No. Nothing's ever specifically made me think of Texas. Barbecue. Yeah, there you go. Just from changing my diet. And that's the biggest thing is to change what you're putting in your body for sure. Well, Calisthenics would probably be your best bet. Something to get your heart rate up, because body weight exercises are going to get old fast. They're probably old before you even start. So I would say calisthenics that involve push-ups, burpees, squat jumps, legs in the air, kind of planking on your back almost. I don't even know what to call it, but where you're to work your core. It would be better than doing crunches, something like that. And then, of course, some planking would be really good for core work and your lower back and all that good stuff. And then body weight lunges, walking body weight lunges, like pick like a 30 to 40 yard distance, walk it down, alternating legs lunges, and then turn around and walk it back and do that several times, something like that. I'm glad you understood, because it's just what I'm looking at here. I try to be very honest with people, and sometimes it's very rough around the edges, and it's always blunt, but sometimes it's pretty rough around the edges. But I'm always going to tell you what I really think at all times, and that's just what it looks like. It's just the reality of what I'm looking at. It's no offense. Again, if it's very genuine, I apologize, but yeah, I don't just accept anything. I got people that DM me all the time. Hey man, long time. Literally happened yesterday. Big fan, been subscribed for like 5 years since you were at 30K. So, hey, anyways, I've been working on these fragrances. I'd love to send it to you. Maybe you could do a video on it. And it's like, nothing about that said you want anything of me more than to showcase your shit and try to move product for you. Not you, the person that I'm talking about. Move product. That did not make me feel like you genuinely give a shit about me. That made me feel like you want to try to use me to get to you guys to try to sell some product. I did not respond to this person. You got to understand, I analyze everything, and I overanalyze everything, guys. So how you approach will be dissected to fucking death. Just a pro tip. I will dissect the shit out of any email and any message that I get. So, and I will look at what is the real intention here. This happened yesterday on Instagram. And I don't think he'll see this, because I don't think he genuinely really watches like that. I think he just wants me to review a fragrance and hope to sell it. He hopes to sell some bottles. I think that's all he actually cares about. People like that, I'm not interested. I'm not interested. No, thank you. You can unsubscribe if you were really subscribed. Again, Alex, not talking about you. This other guy that hit me on Instagram, he came at it way too aggressive. I want to sell bottles. And I was like, it's not how we do things here. So, because it's retail. Yeah, it's a big difference. That's a rack store, but you're very limited at a rack store on what you're going to have available to you. Yeah, we did. You're going to have to scroll back like an hour. Sure did. It's just the original in a limited edition bottle. It's nothing different. That fruity, light coffee, powdery, sweet, same fragrance. Oud Tobacco Delight. I like that name. I'm going to enjoy this. Sailing Day. Something different about this one for me. Good mood scent. Have I? I don't think I did. Did I? I don't think I did. I've covered my top 10. I probably won't, though. Yeah, probably. I'm pretty much done with doing those for a while until I get more of some other brands, like certain brands. Like I'm waiting to get more Gucci so I can do Gucci. There's a few more I want to get before I can do that. Definitely don't have enough to really do Guerlain. Like mostly have the L'Homme Ideal line and only a few others. So I don't have enough Guerlain to do Guerlain yet. Like eventually, like this is a long-term thing. So, but if you're interested in City Rhythm, I would encourage getting samples or checking one of the, I don't know, how many fragrances does he have? 20 or something like that. Videos that I've done individually and be like, oh, that sounds interesting. I'm going to sample that. Make sense? Good to see you, Carter. It has been a while, sir. Pretty much anything that smells like Mont Blanc Legend / Abercrombie and Fitch Fierce is what Percival smells like. Ooh, Pure XS is good stuff. I like it. I haven't tried the night version. The original's Pure XS is pretty sugary and boozy, a little alcoholic, sugary, sweet, and boozy. Very fun cocktail hour, lighthearted party, kind of sweet, boozy designer. It's good. I wore it to my uncle's 50th birthday last year. specifically. 40 knots, some good stuff. Definitely a great fragrance. That lime is doing its thing. This is a banger. Vetiveria, that's a banger. Never heard of it. Never heard of it. No. No, sir, I do not. No, I don't make fitness content on my fragrance page. People have a fucking stroke when I post an update in a community post. You know how much people would cry like babies if I made a video on this page, on this channel? Oh my God. Yeah, there's some of you that would like to see it, but there is some whiny baby bitches that would piss moan and tell me they're unsubscribing because this is not why I'm here. That happened when I did some sneaker videos, some performance training sneaker reviews years ago, to where I had to make my sneaker channel because they were making it a point to tell me they're unsubscribing because they are here for cologne and cologne only. This is a fragrance channel. What are you doing talking about sneaker? I'll never forget that. I'll never forget that. It was 3 specific gentlemen I remember. I remember the profiles. And I thought, wow, these are the biggest Mondo bitch subscribers I had in the bunch. To tell, they couldn't just not watch the couple of videos. They have to unsubscribe because that's not what this channel is. Oh, I didn't know it wasn't my channel. I didn't know it was a specific channel. I didn't see what I'm saying. So I try to keep it, you know, at live streams, we're just talking, but recorded content, I try to keep it strictly fragrance because, boy, the perfume community is a bunch of sensitive fellows. Not the most manly of men. They get pretty triggered when you don't do exactly what they want you to do. It's like the beauty community, but like, I guess you could sprinkle a little bit more masculinity in it, but like a lot of the guys that do are the bitches. I don't know how else to put it. They're bitches. I'm not saying you, and I'm not saying specifically anyone here. Y'all, most people here are regulars, but like the ones that make it a point to throw these little tantrum comments. It's like, how else am I supposed to look at you? You couldn't just, all right, you're gonna unsubscribe. Just unsubscribe. Happened last year when I posted an update for after my contest. Same thing. It's happened when I did some sneaker videos years before. It's anytime I do anything. I've had pissing and moaning over the weekend because I post the last 2 weeks. I've done every couple of days. I've done a post with an ab shot with a little update and a link to follow my fitness IG because that's your best bet. Go to my fitness IG. But as far as advice for you to transform yourself, hire a coach. That's what I tell everybody. I'm not going to help you. Hire a coach. Because that's what I do. I hired a coach. I've been well coached for 2 years now. That's how I changed my eating habits, my regimen, my routine, changed the way I train, supplements I take, everything. I've changed everything. Hire a good coach. If you're serious, hire a good coach because it will be catered to you, how your body reacts, responds, and adjustments periodically when you hit a wall, to hit plateaus, and so on. That's the only things that really work. Fitness content is cookie cutter, and it will work for some, and it might work a little bit for most, but it might not work at all for others because it's not catered to the individual. That's why I call fitness content cookie cutter, because it's speaking to the masses. It's not individualized. So that's why my advice is always hire a good coach, not a personal trainer, a coach. Someone that encompasses the nutrition and the training side of it that you will check in with on a regular basis. Hush your mouth. If you emailed me in any way, I will happily sell out, and you will. That is DD Shill D. He did rename his channel not that long ago. I didn't forget, Joe. Good to see you. DD Shill D. That is him. Yes. Caprice 9 p.m. and Tarathi Blue. Tarathi Blue is good stuff. I'm not familiar with the first one though. Yeah. Finally got the Coconut Lagoon. Reminds me of, oh, shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. I had a couple people make a joke in the comments this morning. Oud's back in the lights. Ormonde tobacco leaf. Nice dark light oud. Picking up coffee accord so far. Man, this is good. It's good to see you, Joe. Hope Allie's well. Oh, all the time, dude. All the time. I got told I have an anger problem from the weekly rotation video. There was no anger or aggression whatsoever in anything I said today. I had a good laugh because the parts that I deemed pretty funny, like rant worthy and stuff, I showed the wife and I told her about the comment after. I said, "Did I seem angry at all?" And any of that? She's like, "No." I said, "Well, some sensitive little fellow said I have serious anger issues from that." And I said, if that's taken as anger, oh God, the next level sensitive. This lad was a sensitive fellow. If he took that as anger, because yeah, y'all have never really actually seen me angry. You see me do rants and stuff, but I'm not mad when I do them. I'm having fun. Yeah. If that's anger, they couldn't handle me actually getting angry. I'll lose my shit. I fly off the fucking handle when I get angry. Yeah, this community is full of them. Yeah, same advice that I just gave a moment ago for if you're serious, I'm going for a while. Yeah, if you're serious, hire a coach, man. I've unsubscribed. Yeah, that's exactly why you're able to comment, because you've unsubscribed. Very much. Yes. Yes, very, very much. I believe you. Not a pot. Yeah, a small cauldron. That's what Jason does. That's a fair point. Yeah. I do need to do that to make you happy, not Jason. For you. Fuck Jason. I do need to do that for you, though. I need to get back to that. I haven't done decant samples in a while. It's been a while since I've done some decant sniffing. I haven't been live streaming much. Usually it's just let's catch up because there's so few and far between right now. Only get 3? Ooh, that's tough. 3. I'd have to have a blue. I'd have to have a floral. And I think I'd have to have something sweet, because I do like sweet fragrances. So for blue, I got to go with my favorite blue. I'd go Seraphim blue. For floral, I don't need 2 Zaharovs because typically I would go Signature Rosé. So I'm going to go with an Iris. I won't pick one of my own because it's just too easy. Then we're still sticking with Zaharov. But probably Dior Homme Parfum. Old version. And then for a sweet designer, because I would go sweet designer. I like the sweet designers, man. Kind of thinking 1 million line. 1 million Parfum. 1 million Parfum, Zaharoff Signature Seraphim Blue, and Dior Homme Parfum. I think I could get by with that if I really needed to. I think I could get by with that. That appeases my main tastes. I think I could pull that off, yeah. It's amazing, right? It's right here. It lives on the desk. See, that juice level is always dropping. I wear it every week. I love it. Wife loves it too. Oh, hush. Oh, hush. Fat Monkey Outdoors. That's hilarious. Look at the avatar. So if you want something that leans a little bit more masculine, less of the whole gelato ice cream vibe, I strongly encourage you to check out Latte Pistachio from New Notes, one of their newest releases. This is more of a woody, spicy pistachio. Still fresh and green, but it's like coriander, woody cooking spice kind of smell. This doesn't have the femininity of something like a Care Pistachio. It's not as playful. This is more like if you wanted to wear a pistachio fragrance every day that didn't have all the playful sweetness, check something like this out. New Notes Parfum Latte Pistachio. That would be my recommendation. That's my favorite pistachio fragrance. Care Pistachio is the second place now because that's really good. I can wear that one more often. Indeed. You might want to do some Kegel exercises there, Jason. Ooh, tobacco cafe. That makes more sense with the coffee you were talking about. That's a good one. That was the first 9.75 I ever gave. That is a good one. Yeah, 1 million parfum. I mean, if I got it, that's like quintessential. Like for me, where I live, something that we both like, me and the wife, that I could get away with wearing all the time, every season. Sweet designer, yeah. It's got the sunscreen vibe, the beachiness, like the solar note mixed with that tuberose gives a little bit of sunscreen feel, but you still get that bubblegummy sweetness of 1 million, and it's a powerhouse. It's like, yeah, I could get away with that. It's one of my favorite sweet designers. It's my favorite 1 million still. Dude, you can't go wrong with any of them. Any 1 million. Gold Elixir is really good. Gold was okay. It grew on me, but Gold Elixir is really good. I like it a lot. Oh, I've done that in the past. High heat fragrances. I've done that in the past. I need to revamp that. I'll do it this summer. I will. So it'll be some repeat offenders though, but I do have a few ones that'll swap out because I do get. Now, these won't be super strong performers because they're just going to be so fresh. Those hot summer barbecues, family reunions, you know, all the outdoor events and everything in the heat. Yeah, I like to do that every. I try to do it every year. I think I skipped last year maybe or year before. But I'll do that this summer. I love doing the summer topics. I do loads of different summer topics for sure. That's a good price. Banger Iris fragrance. Juicebox puts out some heat. They got a lot of good stuff. That it is. See, that's why I didn't want to pick one of mine. You know, it's too easy to pick business over pleasure because I would pick business over pleasure of Unique Mystique. My uncle at the wedding was telling me, he's like, man, business over pleasure is still the best. He's still my favorite, man. He's like, I like Unique Mystique, but business over pleasure, dude. I said, you know, more and more as time has passed, more people are telling me that. Everybody wanted to shit on it when it came out just to give me a hard time, and trolls like, oh, it's weak. And now it's fabled because everybody's come to the realization that it's fucking incredible for a versatile, fresher, safer, but still relatively deep and complex iris fragrance. It's actually really fucking good. Like really, really fucking good. So thank you, Caitlin. I'm glad you enjoy it. And I know Jason will second that. Jason's got a bottle. Business over, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Business over pleasure is amazing. I have no qualms. It's not a bias because it's mine. It's really good. It's really fucking good. It's an amazing fragrance. You know, I think Claude and I were able to create some magic with that one. It's exactly what I wanted it to be. I've said it from the very first time I ever talked about it. It's exactly what I wanted it to be. Claude is so good. He's so good. I appreciate that. Ooh, Fico di Amalfi. All right. So juicy fruity fig. Probably, I would say, the most popular quintessential fig fragrance because you get it for a good price. It's good quality. And it's not the bitter or woodsy type of fig. It's not real soapy. It's not a super sweet juice, but it's juicy and a little sweet. There's a woody facet to it. There's another little hint of citrus with it, but again, it's probably the most popular, most fabled of the bunch when it comes to fig fragrances. That's kind of like everybody's go-to because it's just so good. I mean, really, guys, you could probably think of something that's maybe a more complex or more interesting fig fragrance, but gun to your head, if you can just have one fig fragrance, how many of you aren't going to say Fico di Amalfi that have tried Fico di Amalfi or own Fico di Amalfi? It's a fair argument, right? There's going to be some that'll say something different, and I understand. But yeah, Fico di Amalfi, it's probably safe to say the king of the fig fragrances because it's the safest play. That's what makes it the king. Most people really like it. It's a safe play. It's not a daring move. Almost everybody will enjoy it quite a bit, right? You have a good one, man. We're shutting it down in a few minutes. We still got 100, about to hit the 2-hour mark in 5 minutes. We got up in the 140, 150 range. We dipped down to 90. We bounced all over the place. It all depends on the topic. When we're talking fitness, we actually held 120 to 130. I was shocked we didn't lose too many. But yeah, it's the one for as far as figs. I know. It's not. We're sticking to our word. So that's why this round, The plan is one batch, but we're not saying never again, just in case. Because if the shit sells out in a month, then we run into this problem again where people are like, bring back the first one, bring back the second one, bring back this fragrance, bring back that fragrance. And we knew that would happen, but as time has passed, the original Zed creators is like really in demand. But we want to stick to our word. George wants to stick to his word, so we're not doing that this time. The plan is one batch, like we always do. They take a few months to sell out, then it's just that batch, and maybe in the future, if there's demand, it'll come back. But, you know, if it doesn't sell out right away, it's just going to be that batch for the foreseeable future. Sells out quick, maybe they refill in a year or two. I don't know. We haven't deeply discussed that, but we have discussed that we're not going to say that leading up. Like George kind of learned a lesson. He was like, we're not going to do that moving forward. So that's out in Italy. Yeah. Yeah, they had because he had a few reserved for Italy from the stash that we had talked about. Remember, we did a couple of giveaways last year. He had a little select number of stash that he saved for the opening because they wanted an iris fragrance, and he's been working on opening Italy for 3 years. So he saved a couple of boxes because there's 27 bottles that fit in a box. He saved a couple of boxes for when he launched in Europe, and so they can go to France, they can go to Italy, and stuff like that because they requested an iris fragrance specifically. So if you're in Italy, there's a couple of perfumeries that have a few bottles of Evening Mystique. No worries, man. So Juicy Kiwi, fresh green, soft woods, kind of like Greenlee, but not apple, kiwi. I don't know if you've ever smelled parfums more like Greenlee. It's kind of like a designer alternative. It's not a clone because it's not the same, but it's still fruit, greens, and woods, just different fruit, different greens, different woods. It's like cypress or something like that. It's good. Doesn't last really long, though. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's, you know, I can't say exactly when, but before the year ends, as of today, our mystery third is finished. He's got his third fragrance. He's nailed down the profile. He is done with his profile. Yes, it is a he. He's done with his profile. So, and Justin's been done for a little while. And I was the first one finished. I was the first one to start working. I'm always the first one to start working. I'm the one that talks to George the most, you know. So I'm always the first one to start working. And I've been done for a little while, concentration, everything. When George gets back, he's going to be working more on package. We were talking on the phone the other day about, I can't go into detail, but what we want to do with everything. Because he's been having what I want to do in the design that I want to use and all that. It's very, very personal. You guys will see when the time comes. I'm more excited for this than any of the previous two. Really flexing the creativity on design work this time. Wait till you see it. And with the name and the color scheme and just and the scent profile, everything matches. It's all a story. We're continuing our wardrobe for our business professional, you know. So I'm excited. Everybody's gonna like this fragrance. Everybody's gonna like this fragrance. I promise. Anybody that says they don't, it's one of two things. They genuinely don't like it, or they're just talking shit to hate on me. And there's people that'll say they don't like it. They've never tried it just to try to hurt me in some way, to like try to get you guys to not buy it and stuff like that. So be wary of that kind of shit. That stupid shit happens every time. So do your due diligence. Just know that it is the best work of the three. It is the most appealing to the largest group of people of the three. It's not an iris fragrance. It is not a flanker to business over pleasure like Evening Mystique was. We're continuing the wardrobe. We're continuing the story, but it is not a flanker. It's another original creation. Evening Mystique was a flanker. It was an evolution. This is not. $54. So good, but pricey. Sebastian directed. Oh, I forgot he did that. I need to try that one. Perfume guy Sebastian, right? I need to try that one. Shout out to Sebastian. So for those of you who didn't know, for Dedrick's 25K celebration live stream, which might be his last live stream ever for the special occasion, I did a giveaway on my fragrance. Dan won. So Dan gets a free bottle when it comes out. Yeah, Dan's got his secured. That's really the only irises you like? Damn. Some good ones. I mean, shit. Blue Noir EDP don't have no iris. The Parfum. You mean the Parfum. Parfum's the iris one. Yeah, because the EDP's the vetiver one. The Parfum's the iris one. I'm sorry. You talking about fragrance regrets? I got a few. Profumo Special Blend being one of them. And thanks to Scented Warrior and Steel Warrior. Why did I say Scented Warrior? Thanks to Steel Warrior, I don't have to worry about that with Ascenza anymore. He hooked me up with a bottle. Oh, so scroll back. We unboxed that. That's Vetiveria, the newest release from Ormonde Jayne. Scroll back to about the hour and 10-minute mark, and we break it down. Smoked green leaf vetiver, juicy lime. It's beautiful. I gave it an 8.75. Yes, sir. You never know. You never know. Just keep your eyes peeled on the Z Lounge. That's always going to be your best bet. They pop up. Patience. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, I am. I'll be on stage in 11 days for my first show, and then June 21st is the second show. Then we're going to a very long off season. I'm having loose skin surgery sometime next year, probably around summer. That's a good fragrance. More design than Halfetti. What do you mean? The design's very specific. It's not about a plate. We're probably not doing plates because we're trying to keep the cost down for you guys. We're probably not doing plates this time. So we're going to try to keep it the most affordable we possibly can. You know, like it's not going to be $160, $170 fragrance this time. It's going to be on the lower end of the hundreds, below 150 is the plan. It's not ironed out completely yet, but yeah, it's going to be more affordable. It's probably going to fall in between what the first one costed and the second one costed. So they'll be more affordable this time. Just got to cut costs to do so. And the design work's going to be a little different this time. I can't really go into detail to tell you what's different about it, but there's something we're doing very specific with them this time. And then they each have their own individual design work on top of that. So can't really go into detail. Later in the year. If you deal with duties or whatever deals with Canada, you'll be able to buy it from Zaharov's website. Whatever happens shipping it to Canada, I don't know. That I don't know. Oh yeah, I know. It won't be though. You'll like it. Oh, Chi, long time no see. Good to see you. I've been meaning to get that one. We're over 2 minutes. Time to shut it down. So some other live streams have started. We're down to 74 people. People have left. No. Dedrick got a promotion, and he doesn't have time to do live streams anymore. He still does content. It doesn't really matter. Check out Juan, fatboyfragrance.com, Decan House, Scent Split, Decan X. They got all kinds of good places to get. There you go. That's your best bet. Leather Tobacco 2 ounce should be here this week. Yeah, so I can't go into too much detail. There's something very special we're doing with mine specifically. It's all going to make sense when I can tell you and show you. It'll all make sense. And a lot of you be like, holy shit, that's fucking awesome. That's cool. Yeah, I promise. So when the time comes. Oh, I was skipping around. My apologies, Rafe. Hope you're well. Ancre Indigo, Lily, great fragrance. Shoes of the day, classic. Oh, you must be talking into your phone because I know you mean Vans. Lace up in brown and black suede. Hell yeah. We haven't decided completely. Possibly. Let's say 50-50. That would keep the cost lower, right? So maybe. How about strong maybe? I'll do that for you. Strong maybe. Yeah, he will. He will. Yeah, I figured you were talking into the phone. I figured it's pretty obvious with certain spellings sometimes. When I can always tell when somebody's doing the speech to text. You missed 2 hours of shit. I don't know. We went over 2 fragrances, fitness updates. We talked sneakers for a little bit with Jason. Uh-oh. You got watch out for Mauricio. Yeah, Dedrick's doing good. Yeah, I know you meant Vans. My bottle signed is all I know. Well, we haven't planned the trip to Chicago yet, so we'll see. The plan is to do that again. We'll see when the time comes. I can't guarantee that. Because it'll be done if we handle the pre-orders the way we did the first 2 times. We'll be in Chicago for it. I recommended and mentioned I'd like to do that a 3rd time. We probably will, but schedules. Justin's got a child now. It's the mystery 3rd has a very specific schedule. So lining everything up, I don't know how easy it will work out. We're going to try to, though. That's the plan. Just know that I'm the most flexible, but the other 2 have very conflicting schedules and life situations. So the plan is to do that, but I mean, we'll see how it shakes out when it's all said and done, right? But we prefer to touch everything and put our energy into it, We don't know yet. Awesome Possum. Long time no see. Wow. Niche Emirati Al Jahara. Have you tried it yet? Plum Bomb. No, I have not, but I do like the plum fragrances. I have not seen this profile in a long time. It is not Dedrick. It is not. Dedrick was in consideration, and he's in consideration in the future. Dedrick was a possibility. Dedrick's in the know. Dedrick knows what's going on and who's involved and all that stuff. Dedrick's one of my best friends. But no, Dedrick's not a Z creator. He's not. Possible in the future, but I don't even know if he'd have the time. Kind of shook out. It's like, well, I guess the universe showed that Dedrick wasn't going to be able to really work out to have the time. Because right when it's crunch time, he's got a big time promotion. He's I'm not going to say his position, but he's big time management now. Dedrick's big wig at Publix now. So like big wig. Company car and credit card and all that. Like he's a big wig. He's boss. So he don't have the time, man. His schedule is very different now. He's got a lot of places to go, corner office type of shit. Dedrick's doing great. I'm so proud of Dedrick. But yeah, he wouldn't have the time to do it. He's not involved. Maybe one day in the future, Yeah, it's not Dedrick. Like I said, strong maybe for the 2 ounces. We're not concrete on anything yet. But we're trying to keep them more affordable, closer to what the first round costed. Cost of goods have changed, obviously, but that's one of the reasons we're not planning on doing the plates. And yeah, strong maybe on the 2 ounce. Strong maybe. Damn, that's pretty aggressive. So Drapoise. First of all, the Bass Performance Bros. I bought my bottle a year ago. 6 hours into it, 2 spray. I had someone complain my aftershave was too strong. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Because anosmia is a real thing. It's definitely a real thing. Doing well. What was your favorite Suspiro fragrance? Dolce Melodia, the orange juice fragrance. No. Y'all can stop trying to guess. I'm not going to say if you actually do guess it, but no. Definitely not. No, it's the Z Creator Project is a North American project. It is not. Mon USA does the Z Creator Project. So it has to be people here in the United States of America. It's not people outside of this country. It would have to be Mon France to do something over there, which George doesn't really work with Mon France. George works with Mon USA. No, Dedrick's incredible. Dedrick's not involved, though. He's not. Guys, it's not Dedrick. It's not. I promise it's not. Damn, it's been that long? I hit 100,000 in November of 2023. I got the plaque before Christmas in 2023. I've had it for a while, yeah. Damn, it's been that long since I've seen you? Shit. No, it's been right there since I got it. It's been there since December, like first week, second week of December of 2023. It's been over a year and a half. It's been right there, yeah. Old ass bottle, yeah, no shit, huh? I agree. I'm so proud of Dedrick. I'm so proud of him. No, he perfumed my fragrance, though. Yeah, it's Jason. Yeah, there you go. The mystery's over. It's Jason, guys. We'll leave on that note. Perfect timing. I'm glad you said that. It's Jason. Jason's the third set creator. So I appreciate you guys coming to spend a little time with me. This was fun. I don't think I'll be able to do another one this week. I'll try to. I don't know if I'll be able to Thursday. If I got time, I will. You know, maybe we'll take a look at eye fragrance, do a split screen. Who knows? Maybe we'll do some decants from Jason and Kaylin. I don't know. How about this? The next time we do a live stream, it will be that. I promise, Kaylin and Jason. I promise. The next time we do it, it'll be those Bodysia decants from Jason and some of the decants that I've never opened that are right here still in this package from Kaylin. Literally right here still. So I promise, next live stream, we're going to sniff some of those decants. You have my word, guys. So I don't know if it'll be later this week, beginning of next week, or after the show. If it's the live stream that's after the show, that we won't be doing decants. That would just be catching up. Then it would be the following one. So I'll try to do it. I'm going to try to do it before. So I'm going to try to do it before this weekend. That's the goal. Thursday or Friday is the goal. So thank God, spend a little bit of time. Check out today's weekly rotation video if you haven't yet. Tomorrow we are talking about, I don't know which of the two that I haven't opened yet from House of Destan because they're wrapped. I just grab one and whatever I grab is what we go with. So House of Destan fragrance tomorrow morning. And I'll probably do the wedding fragrance video the following day as requested. So thank you guys for spending a little bit of time with me. Make sure to like the stream before you leave. Check out this morning's video. We'll see you guys in the next one. Jordan 3 Rare Air video tomorrow on TLTG Kicks. Following day, the Mellow 12s. Day after that, Prime 96 LeBron 21s. Have a good one.